it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen peeps. That time again, UIRL F1 Season 19, Round 12. Yeah, in Canada. Canada, where the geese come from. Right, some geese do. Who's that little horse who's just getting on the track? I heard something going on. I'm looking for a car doing the pit lane. I'm like, oh, where the fuck is it? It wasn't there. Right. I still can't hear this. Okay. Right now. Right, is Nick Cameron? He is. Let's jump on board with Nick. Let's see how he gets on. Boom, there we go. Whoa, I can't hear a damn thing. Yeah, that's not going fast enough there, is it? Yeah, does nobody want to do a fucking lap or what? Ooh. Second half of that chicane is a dodgy fucking thing. Remember the Kubica crash along the other side of that wall a few years back? Fuck me, how we walked away from that is beyond belief. I cannot believe it. Atley hits the top, didn't he? Nah, like wasn't there. 11-0-1-6. I've forgotten what the actual thing is today. Should be around about 1099-ish. Tribe goes second. Paddleboy goes to top at 110. 599. Who have we? Where's Little Horace? He's on a thingy. He's on a what? Bob's in the pits. JV 11-7. Who we got? No, he's right, it's Nick Gamper. He must be Gamper a lot because that one was invalid. Here we go. Nice and tidy through there, Nick. Oh, I thought he was going to invalidate that there. You like it on full TC, medium TC is AIDS. Where's this put Nick? Oh, he's fucking invalidated. Oh no, he's invalidated that. Aye. Oh crap. Right, okay. Little horizontal lap. One of these lads is going to put a fucking time in eventually, aren't they? Nick, did you just invalidate that at the very last chicane? I think you must have done. Because you were on a leap before that. Oh, what the fuck was that? Good job as an outlap, to be fair. Oh, an invalid slap. Still Paddle Boy at the top with a 110,599. Please come again. Oh, invalidation. Oh, I can see the fucking the penalties for track limits to meet just racking themselves up, can't you? Just cutting the chicanes just that tiny bit too much. It's a fine line between a good lap. Where's he going? It's like, that's not the fastest way around that track, Atlee. Where are you going? Oh, right, I see. Remember. I understand straightening up the corner, but that was a bit mental, wasn't it? Yeah. Is Atlee going to run? Right, let's jump on board with Atlee then. That's where you need to be cutting that chicane. Near more than that, or you're getting bread. This one is real. Okay. Penguin boy, penguin boy. Where's this going to partly? Where is this 10? 19, 110. Wow, just goes to the top. 8/1000th of a second quicker. Yeehaw. Who we got? Now Bob's there somewhere. There he is. This is just. And he hasn't started. Oh yeah, let's just finish that lap, hasn't he? Tell you what, let's. Right, Nick's just started his lap. There. the exophobia by the look of that fucking hairpin, is you? Here again, is he going to get this last chicane? You've got to get this last chicane route, like, I mean, you can get him through here dead quick, but you've got to get it right. There it is, that's the one. Lovely jubbly, missing the wall of champions, straight to the right hand side, for the fucker! 24 for the 110.9. Right, who we got out there then? Jamie is on the right lap. Excuse me. Penguin boy is up with the fam. He's taking the eggs route for a walk. Right, let's jump on board with Jamie and see if he can do anything better than a 1:11.7. Ooh, that's a shocker. Wow. That's going to lose him a load of time, that leak, and that's invalidated. I knew he was going to invalidate it just by the way his car looked as it was going into that chicane. Little Horace is on an outlap, isn't he? Right. Yeah, I could just tell Jamie's front end was not going to invalidate that lap, if you like. Where are we? Here we go. Right, let's see if little Horace can improve. Right close at the top there. Let's get it in. Right. I used to do shit like that, Nick. Pump in some really good laps earlier, and then when I came to the league race, I'd be like, fuck off. Where's all me time gone? This isn't going to take me to the top, like, not yet anyway. Not unless you can make up a shitload of time here. Oh, I thought he really did think, he's just kissed all the champions. So it's gonna, well, he did improve, but not enough. Paddles up there. Well, we've got 3.5 minutes left of the session. Two bites of the cherry, you got in that left hand, into the right hand, left hand, I was right the first time. Oh no, you left from your eye? Yes, because it's tattooed on me fucking feet. No, it's not, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. I didn't notice what his delta time was at the top there. I missed it. Nice. Ooh, nice. Here we go. This might be a good one. Straight to the top. 10, 4, 8, 5. Right, who's out there? Johnny's out there, is he? Is he on all that? No, he must... He's invalidated it. From the amount of invalidations I've seen in qualifying, I can't see there being many on the grid tonight without a track limits penalty by the end of the race. It's coming out pits. Oh, snowball. And Jimmy's even further back. I wonder if he's wanting a fucking. Oh, he's slowed down. I was going to say, I was wondering if he's looking for a draft all the way doing this straight. Would be fine, except when you get to the chicane at the end of it, and you don't want to be that close to the fucking teammate in front. Well, actually, if his teammates in front, might as well wait. There we go. That's what's tried then. Invalid. I knew that was happening. Oh, Arsenal's already invalid. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's Jamie then. There he is. That's that. Actually, Atlee's going to be before that, isn't it? Oh, that's fucked that. He's on the lap, there you go. And he jumps himself up to fourth with a 1:10.664. That, I would say, is quality because Arsenal boy invalidated his lap and everybody else has been done and dusted. So that is qualifying and it is over. Paddleboy gets pole position. Can you believe it? Paddleboy gets pole position. I can believe it. He does it all the fucking time. He normally just comes in, puts one lap in, puts it on pole. It's like, you fucking. Right, the lads will be having a 5-minute break, as usual, hopefully. Looking up there, there's nobody up there that should push the A button. All them lads up there have been around in the league for quite a long time and have probably been shouted at some point in the past for actually doing it. So, excuse me, that was qualified. Paddleboy takes the top spot, takes pole position at 1:10.485 with Atlee second, and then we've got Little Horrors, Jamie, Nick, Jonah, and then Arsenal boy, Tribe, and Bob. Right, here we go with Canadian Grand Prix, no. National Anthem. What was that? Hang on. Okay, now I'm on. Get in there. Okay, now. Nah, you fucker. Reed Crofty. Let's hand it down to you, brother. What you got to say this week?
Well, the tension is building here at the circuit as the start of today's Formula One Grand Prix draws ever nearer. What drama awaits us between now and the checkered flag? Well, we'll be finding out in just a few moments' time. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane.
Cheers, Crofty. Talk to you again next week when we will be... we'll be in Miami. Hot and bothered in Miami. Actually, the rain doesn't look that bad, really, does it? Although, it does look a little bit wet. It's the wrong sort of rain. Gets you all again wet. It's like when they say it's the wrong kind of snow. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Or it's too cold to snow. What the fuck? Nothing makes fucking sense, does it? Oh, Luca will return in Miami. Let's hope his hand is getting better. That's what you get for fucking wanking too hard. Obviously, you break your fucking arm. Oh, Charles, Nick held in the pits, couldn't do my lap. Disappointing. Well, if you hadn't kept fucking invalidating your other laps, you may have gotten one in. Go on, JV, be a cunt. Why not? Why not? I haven't been a cunt all this fucking season, so it's time I started. What we got left? Including tonight, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 races left in season. Race finishes itself in Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas? Fucking stays in Vegas, apparently. Unless it's a sexually transmitted disease, then you can take it fucking home with you. Never been to Vegas, I must admit. I wouldn't mind going one day. I didn't know why. It's one of them places I think you should go at least once in your lifetime just to look. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just the pure spectacle of Las Vegas. You should go out and have a look at it, I think. Seen it on telly many, many times, but do 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 do. Wonder where they've put the DRS on the strip this year. Because they shortened it last season, didn't they? They shortened it quite a bit, actually. Took a few hundred meters off the DRS in Vegas last year, as far as I remember. Luca, good luck, boys. Don't fuck up turn one. Right, formation. Right, hang on a minute. What are you doing? Let's get that up. Let's have a look. Well, we know what tyres are on. Well, just to make sure that they're all on inters yet. Leave that there. On. Look at that. Right, you're great. There's your pole position, man. Paddleboy. Well done, Paddleboy. Nice lap, by the way. Nice lap. And then we've got Atlee in second with Little Horrors there in third. And then we've got Jamie, Nick and Jonah behind him in sixth. Then we've got Arsenal Boy, Tribe and War Bob. Can't remember what it's like around here in the wet, to be fair. It's probably the same as everywhere else. Fucking slippy. It's been such a long time since I've raced at Canada in the rain. Like I say, I love this track. Like I say, very first time I ever got an official podium, league podium, I should say. Oh God, I can't remember what game it was now, but it was wasn't in this league, unfortunately. It was in a different league, but I was out with a fucking moon, obviously, as anybody would be, getting their first league podium, and then they came. Well, not thick and fast, but well, actually they did. In this league, I had a few, when I was racing at the beginning of the league, I used to get a few podiums. I used to do a few wins as well, to be fair. But that's all gone to shit. Who are we waiting for? Is everybody on there? Here we go. Wait, watch for them lights, boys and girls. What is one? Oh, hang on, they're all there now. That's a long hold. Right, we are away. By the look of it, everybody has gotten away. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Ali takes the lead from Paddleboy. That's the drop in behind him, and that's Little Horrors alongside Jamie, third and fourth. And we've got Nick. Where are they all? Oh, Little Horrors and Jamie still side by side. Who's that? That's the wrong person. That wasn't you. Wait, how did Little Horrors get all the way up there? I see. Well, there you go then. So it's Paddleboy from. Hey, what happened to Atlee? I thought Atlee was in the fucking lead. Never mind. How the fuck did I miss that? Because you're a twat, Davey. Alright, that'll be right. So we got Paddleboy from Little Horrors, that's first, second, and then Atlee in third. Then we've got. I think that's Arsenal Boy in. Oh, Arsenal Boy has to cut the chicane. We'll have to drop in behind. Well, he's going to drop in behind Jamie. Hairpin. So that's Atlee and Nick side by side coming over there. Who's got the better traction? Ooh, side by side. Where are they? Talk about giving your opponent a lot of open space. Right, where are we? Where's Paddle? Winning the last chicane now. Followed by Little Horrors. Much improved, much improved. Little Horrors, well improved, well impressed with Little Horrors this season, I have to say. Him and Forrest, both of them have done bloody well. In fact, Little Horrors has been on the podium the last couple of weeks as well, so he's in second with Nick now up the third. Get up, Nick's done at least one lap. Go on, Nick. Now you can finish the fucking race. You're getting through the first fucking lap. We've got Atlee fourth, Jamie fifth, Austin, and then Jonah. Jonah's doing a couple of places there, hasn't he? And then we've got Tribe and Bobbus. What, who's that crossing the, that looked like Arsenal boy, wasn't it, I think? Look, yeah, I think it was. He's not having a good time on his inters, is he? Where is everybody? There they are. What is that now? 1.9 out front. Paddle Boy's got a lead from Little Horrors. And he's followed closely by virtually every fucker else. Yeehaw. Oh my leg. Where's Paddle Boy? Let's see him going. Chicane. Don't hit the wall of champions. Well away from it. Probably Little Horrors. Here we go. Oh, joking us. Whoa, that looked like Atlee hitting the wall there, to be fair. Doesn't look like he's damaged his car. Luckily. Who was that who just got that? Was that Jamie? Aye, it was. Look, Jesus, it must have been at the last chicane. Easily done at least at that last chicane anyway. You're coming doing that back straight at some rapid rate of knots. And then you've got to slow down rapidly. Right, Paddle Boy out front from Little Horrors and Nick. That's your top three. And then we've got Jamie. And then Atlee. I saw him hit the Wall of Champions. Wall of Champions. Yeehaw. And then we've got Jonah. Where are they all? Fucking these cameras are fucking shocking. They're getting worse every game. And then Tribe, Arsenal Boy, and Bob's still hanging on to the back. Come on, Bobby. Come on. Get that McLaren. And let's have it in the top three, buddy. Why not? It's 2.3 from Little Horrors now, who's got Nick. Reach on his gear, but of course there'll be no DRS with the rain. Really can, but he will have some slipstream and using a shitload of battery and shoots past the Ferrari. Gunning the last chicane, here we go again. So that's Nick up the second, dropping Little Horrors down to third. Paddle Boy, 24, Nick, 23.590 on lap. Wait. Start of lap 4 of 35. The rain doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Have a look on board what the track looks like. There's not a lot of spray coming up from the cars ahead either, is there? Look, Still Boy! If you're just going to come back to have penalties, then, you know. Go on, Davey, take the piss. Well, I will. And oh my God! Oh, so he gets a 10-second penalty for cutting the corners, and then gets another 3 seconds for track limits. Oh fuck me! All these chicanes, it's all just threading the fucking needle very finely, without exceeding track limits or hitting any walls. Oh, who's that behind? That's was that Jonah just took Atlee, and is that Tribe doing his inside as well? Oh, the back end of that Red Bull stepped out there, but luckily still got side by side doing. Whoa! Tribe drops him down. He's going to go down his inside. It's going to be risky if you can for it, but you've got to be a lot closer than that, I must say. Back end of these cars are looking a bit squirrely. Oh my goodness. Arsenal Boy has decided, right, now fucked it up, so there we go. There's our first casualty. Oh, look at that Red Bull. It's all over. What the fuck? He's got near grip on that Red Bull at all, has he? he's hit the wall again. If he keeps hitting the wall, he's going to break something. So there's 8 left. Paddleboy 2.5 seconds in front from Nick. And then we've still got Little Horrors in 3rd with Jamie 4th and Jonah New up the 5th. And then we've got Atlee, excuse me, Tribe and, oh, Bob's 5 seconds off the back. Bob must have made a mistake somewhere around the ramp because he was only about 1.5 seconds before, wasn't he? There's your race leader. I don't need that anymore, do I? What are you doing? Get off. I genuinely hate this game. See the cars coming out with that last chicane sideways. Sorry, as long as you don't hit the wall, that's what I was looking for. 23-4. Oh Jesus, where's that gone? 23-4-2-0. Was that Jamie? I think it was Jamie. Was it Jamie or Tribe? One of the two. Christ, I was looking straight at it, you know. Straight at it. Okay, now. And Atlee hits the wall again with his back tyres. Look at that. Honestly, I don't think that's a correct wet setup on the back end of that in Red Bull. Look, he's sideways everywhere. 1,000 horsepower under your right foot, of course. Rear wheel drive only. No way. Actually, it's all full traction. We've had to put full traction control back on the game. I know. We tried to restrict it to medium traction, and unfortunately we lost a shitload of drivers, unfortunately, on top of the ones we lost that haven't got the game. Right, Paddleboy. Oh, actually Paddleboy's made a mistake somewhere. Oh, Nick's pulled a good second. I mean, he was 22.846 from Nick. Now the times are coming down. Not sure what the times are in the wet, to be honest. All you've got to do in the wet, as far as I'm concerned, is keep your fucking car pointed in that direction with all its bits and pieces on, and you should be alright. Unless you're Sebastian Vettel and you decide to go too wide into that corner and Jenson Button takes you on the last lap. The longest Grand Prix in history. That's, what was it, just over 4 hours, I think it was, from start to finish that year. Can't remember what year it was now, to be honest. Was it, I think, was it 2000? It must have been 2010, I think, was it? 2010? Had to be 2010, wasn't it? Because Jenson was at McLaren alongside Lewis, and actually took Lewis out of the race. To be fair. Oops. Went through the pits about 150 fucking times, and he somehow he managed to win that fucking race. It's a hell of a race, to be honest. So it's lap 8 of 35. Excuse me. Still Paddleboy out front. Nick New catching Paddleboy. He's only 1.1 behind, with Little Horrors 3.8 behind. Now he's got Jamie and Jonah catching the pair of them. Here we go. That's Little Horrors and Jamie. Just has to drop in behind Little Horrors and then gets a 3-second corner cutting. Not corner cutting, multiple warnings. That's way track limits. It is easily done. You've got to point the front end of the car just a little bit further out than you actually think. Turn in it just a smidgen later. Think about turning in and then turn in. Just think about, right, here comes the corner, turn in, and then you turn in. You know what I mean? That's how you do it on, especially in the wet around here. So the chicane, the fucking hairpin you turn it. Nose to tail, these three. Good traction out of that hairpin from Little Horrors. 4 nearly 5 seconds behind Nick now, because he's fighting with Jamie, of course. last chicane once again. What's he going to do on the inside? A little bit of a love tap. But Jamie gets himself into third. Little Horace is trying to come back at him, but he's had to drop in behind him. And now Jonah's looking rather interested as well. Still, there's not a lot of spray here, is there? Wrong one. Again. So the track mustn't be as wet as it kind of looks, because there's no spray. Not really, anyway. If it was really wet, there'd be fucking plumes of spray. Rooster tails, as they call them, isn't it? Oh, there's traction in there. Oh, he's back in. It's too far back to have a lunge down the inside. The traction over here, like you did. I see that Williams is. Look at that Williams is all over the place. It's like Colin McRae. Actually, look at the fucking leaders. Wow, what's going on here? Nick's on a charge. He's on a fucking rampant charge. He's less than a second new behind Paddleboy. 22.625. He's definitely on a fucking mish. Come on, Nicky boy. Don't worry about Paddleboy, he'll either get a puncture or he'll run out of tyres way before he do. He gans out too hard. I think Paddleboy gans out way too hard sometimes, and his tyres just don't last. Happened in Jeddah. I think he got a rear left puncture, I think, in Jeddah. Slammed into the wall. But again, Paddleboy's went out there and he's gone crazy. He's taken 5 seconds out front and then he's been caught by the chasers. Quick look, Paddleboy, Nick and Jamie. It's your top 3 with Little Horrors, and Jonah still 3rd and 4th with Tribe there in 6th. 4th and 5th, and then 6th is Tribe. Ali is 7th, and where's War Bob? There he is. Up for a couple of points, Bobby. Where are we? Back to leaders. Lap 10 of 35. End of lap 10 anyway. Wait, man. See if they can catch it. Oh, wow, that was a bit harsh. That did not look like he was over the line there, to be honest. 22.592. How does that? Right, if he got fucking a track limits warning, why was that time not deleted? Weird. I guess the game doesn't do that. 3.5 seconds between these two, but there's 7.5 seconds back to Jamie. Ooh, that was a little bit dodgy from Nick there. Lap 11 and Nick's still in the race. Last week he was looking in Brazil, he was looking lap 1, wasn't he? I think, as far as I remember. Nick's a canny peddler, but he has some bad luck. Here we go, Nick. Retop is Jackson. Here we go, and he just needs a good traction over here. They both get some good traction. That Williams looked a bit planted as well. Jonah up the 4th past Little Horrors now. I've just noticed on the left hand side there, but I want to hang on here. See if Nick can get hold of Paddleboy and get past him. Not on this lap, he's not. Is it 7 away? Oh, another one from Jamie. That's going to drop him off the podium, of course. And then we've got Jonah, Little Horrors in 5th. Actually, Little Horrors has been doing really well, like I said, over the last few races. He's been penalty free as well, whereas he used to get penalties quite often. The last few races he's been penalty free, which is rather nice. Where's Tribe? He's in 6th, and then we've got Atley, whose rear end of that Red Bull just looks well out of control, to be fair. Looks like he's fighting that car like crazy. It's like, oh shit. Oh look, you see, oh, take your foot off the accelerator. That car is definitely got a bogus fucking setup on it. The rear end of that car is just not attached to any other part of that fucking car, is it? It's mental. I used to work on a fairground on the Walser, and it didn't come as fucking squirrely in a circle as that fucking thing. Just doesn't seem to have the traction under acceleration. Under acceleration, his rear end's are lower, and then we've still got Bob, who 11.5 seconds. I don't suppose anybody's pitted yet, have they? I don't think so. No. Only Arsenal boy, and he went in and went, fuck off, I've had enough. Wrong one. There we go. Right, lap 13 of 35. 8 tenths between the top two now, Nick, Paddleboy and Nick. Jamie, and then we've got Jonah up the fourth now. He'll have, I think he'll have, oh, that's a big knock up by Jonah's inside right, inside tyre, sorry, inside right. Dickhead. Because Jamie's Williams doesn't seem to be as planted as Paddles, to be honest. He's still 10 seconds, over 10 seconds now off the top three, off the top two, my mistake. To be fair, Jonah really doesn't have to overtake Jamie, does he? I mean, I'm thinking Jamie's got a fair few penalty points there, to be honest. But if he wants to win the race, he's going to have to. I mean, Jonah wasn't even on the fucking podium last week. That's how bad his race went in Brazil last week. I can't remember where he finished, but it wasn't anywhere near the top three. Although that Jamie's Williams there is a bit scatty under the accelerator, he still managed to get decent traction away from Jonah there. That sound looked a bit strange there, didn't it? So, where are we? Lap 14 of 35. Paddleboy out front. From Nick in second, who is there. Look at that. Nick really wants this first place, like. Beats up his Jackson here. Standing there. Give me 1 second while I have a quick shuffle. Nick's had 2 wins this year, like, to be fair. This season, sorry, Spain. And Silverstone. Been on the podium a few times when he's actually finished the race, to be honest. Right, well. Right, so coming on to lap 15. So it's Paddleboy, Nick and Jamie. And then we've got Jonah and Little Horace, these three still stuck together. Little Horace just sitting there watching, keeping a, let's try this another one, keeping a watchful brief on them two ahead. Hopefully if they get in, knock each other the fuck, he'll come around and just take the fucking points off them. I mean, look at the Williams. The rear end of that Williams is not quite as bad as Atlee is in Red Bull, but still, it's not planted, is it? Oh, he's at the wall, eh? And now you've got to get close to that wall, but that was just a smidge too close. So for them curbs as well, they do unsettle the rear of the car in the rain. And the curbs hold on to the water. When's Jonah going to strike? Is he going to be able to get him to the inside? No, Jamie doesn't bother defending fresh air. He needs to go. Oh, Jonah had more traction and better. Oh, look at that. You see what I mean? Because he had to put a bit. No, he's just dropped himself into Little Horace's clutches. Well, did he get him? Little Horace jumps back up the fourth ahead of Jonah down into that last chicane. excuse me, Jonah getting too much traction out of that hairpin. Began side by side into turn one, Jonah and Little Horrors. That was very nice. Who's that just coming out with the pits? That's Nick. Nick has pitted. Actually, I'm having a look at that now. I'm thinking Atlee might have pitted as well, to be honest. Yes, he has. So what's that new? Paddleboy and new Jamie in the second, 13 seconds behind Paddleboy, like to be fair, with Jonah in third, Little Horace fourth. Nick, after his pit stop, comes back out in fifth. Brand new tyres. He's going to have. This is going to be close. Little Horace didn't quite leave a car's width there, to be fair. He turned in on him. I don't know if he knew he was there, to be honest. But they both got through. So where are we now? Paddleboy way out front. Oh, Paddleboy's coming into pits. Here we come, Jamie. Is Jamie going to come in, or is he going to get him run again and take lead? He's going to have to, or they're going to be double stacking. He's double stacking. Oh no. Although by the time he gets to the other end of the pit lane, he should be RE, surely. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What the? Where's the other Williams? There you go. I thought there was two Williams up there. Either is. So now, somehow Jonah's managed to get. Look, you see, I never worry about Jonah being anywhere else, because eventually he's going to be up in front. So he's at the front with his teammate now behind him, but Jonah hasn't pitted yet. Paddleboy has actually jumped. Nick has jumped Paddleboy in the pit stops. The undercut worked. So it's Jonah, Nick and Paddleboy as your top three with Tribe. Jamie, Little Horrors, and then we've got Bob and Atlee. Let's have a look and see who hasn't pitted. I'm thinking it's only like the top two or something, isn't it? No, I'm lying. Bob hasn't pitted, Tribe hasn't pitted, and Jonah hasn't pitted. Oh shit. And will Jonah come in? Are his tyres still good, or are they a bit fucked? Guess we'll find out. Is he jumping into the pits? Yes, he is. So that will give. Oh, and then he gets. No way! Fuck off, Jonah. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. 1:21.971, new fastest lap from Nick. Who now takes the lead from Paddleboy. Jonah gets a 10-second speeding in the pit lane. Again, easy pit lane of speeding out because of the line back straight. You're coming down there at a rapid old rate of knots. And you, especially in the rain, if you lock up, it's just knacking it. Where's he going to come back up? He's managed to come back up into third ahead of Jamie. But he's got that 10-second. What he needs now, or anybody that's got a 10-second penalty, which I think is only him, to be honest, needs a fucking safety car, doesn't he? Simple. So where are we? Nick, 1.5 seconds in front. Of course, Nick has to get. I think he's only got the one. We'll have a quick look because I need to win. I need to now. Oh shit. Yeah, he only needs another 1.5 ish. Get off. Yeah, Nick just needs another second. Wait, just over a second. From Paddleboy to negate that 3-second penalty. Again. Last chicane, past the water champions. Still got Jonah in third, but he's got a 10-second penalty. And when Jamie, and then Little Horrors in fifth. Little Horrors is looking good again for a podium here because Jonah's got that 10 seconds. Jamie's got a few. Little Horrors hasn't got any. That's what I'm impressed with him about this. Like I say, he used to just rack up the penalties for fucking fun at one point, but he's getting so much better. And then we've got Tribe, Atlee and Bob. There's Nick New, 2.2 out front from Paddleboy. And he's putting in turtle sectors. He's having a go at this 3 seconds, like, isn't he? What is it? Laps that 19 of 35. Got loads of time yet. what is it? We're in 16, 17 laps yet, including the one they're on. Obviously, there's another purple sector. This is going to be a fast lap. This one by Nick, by the look of it. If them purple sectors are reached, excuse me. Actually, I'll just. Yeah. Little Horace is indeed looking good for another podium here this week. By not getting, as long as he doesn't get any penalties, then 1:21.003. Fastest lap by Nick. Get off there, you fucker. Oh, 2.5 seconds. Just needs just under a second, half a second left. He's got to pull away from Paddle. He must keep his tyres intact as well, Nick, and keep away from the fucking wall. So it's Nick for Paddleboy and Jonah. And then we've got Jamie, Little Horace Tribe. Atlee hasn't got any penalties either, but he's quite a long way back there. 18.5 seconds. And then he goes and gets one. Fucking commentators fucking cursed. I'm not taking the blame for that. There's no fucking way I cursed him for that. Turn him differently. Stay between the white lines, you fuckers. And then Bob. Boom. At 20 of 35. Nick he just needs another half a second to keep his lead intact from Paddleboy. Actually, how long's Paddle? The tyre fucking difference as well, actually, to be fair. Let's have a look. There's only a lap difference. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Excuse me. And if it only lasted to lap 17, they're going to have to stretch it out a wee bit longer. Wait, another lap or two. I don't know how bad these tyres are going to be. I don't know how bad the tyres were when they took them off at the pit stops, to be fair. All I can see is their back ends, but I didn't think that's the tyres as much as the setups, and their right foot's a little bit heavy, 2.7. He's almost got his 3 seconds. I think Paddleboy would be better off just, but there's the 3 seconds. I think he'd be better off sitting in second rather than trying to catch Nick, but that's just, that's just my way of thinking. Because Paddleboy, like I say, he gans out and he does his tyres in pretty fucking hard. And then when he needs them, he's like 20 seconds off the fucking pace after that. Oh, Little Horace, you fucking turnip. Well, that means, as long as Paddleboy, actually, if Paddleboy gets it, I hope Paddleboy gets a fucking penalty. I didn't mean it like I hope he gets a penalty because I'm a cunt. I just hope he gets a penalty, and then I've got a full grid to pick for the driver of the day. Otherwise, Paddleboy's getting it as we speak. Lap 22 of 35. Nick 3.5 seconds out front now from Paddleboy with Jonah in third. There's another one for Jamie. That's about 12 now, I think he's got. So that gives Jonah, 10 seconds. Little Horace might still be. Well, he could still get on the podium. He's only got a 3 second there, so that'll make that 7 seconds behind the guy in front. Actually, as long as he stays around about where he is now, he'll have that. He will get that podium off Jonah, as long as he doesn't get any more fucking penalties, of course. And then we've got Tribe and Atlee and Bob. Bob. Where are we? Next, 4 seconds now out front. I don't know whether all he needs to do now is just hold that now. He doesn't need to extend it any more than that, really, does he? 4.5 seconds. He's only got a 3 second penalty, as long as he doesn't do it anymore. Oh, Paddleboy, have you got any fuel? Are you almost out of fuel, you faggot? Yeah. Oh, matey, are you not going to have enough fuel to last you to the end of the race? Oh, that would be devastating. Mate, put enough petrol in car. I've got a father can here if you want to borrow it. That's not too bad. It's not flashing all the time. So, oh dear. Anybody else flashing on the petrol? Not that I can see. So that's, well, yeah, that's fine. Now, actually, paddleboy, you've got plenty of time. You didn't have to worry about, you could fuel save from there. You've got near penalties. Jonah behind you is 12 plus his 10 seconds. There's a 22-second penalty, 22 seconds behind you. So, wait, including his 10-second penalty, obviously. Pardon me. So, you can lift and coast, or you should have put more petrol in the fucking car. I didn't understand people that underfuel their car. If I was going from Newcastle to London, I would make sure that I had a full tank of fucking petrol. To be fair. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't only put like a fucking half a tank in and hope I would get there. I'm not going to get there on a half a tank, am I? Probably wouldn't get there on a full fucking tank either, to be fair, depending on the car. So, Nick, 6.1 out front from Paddleboy, the only man without the penalty yet. It's only lap 24. Ferrari strategy. What fucked? Like I say, you don't really have to push it though, Paddleboy. I mean, like I say, you're nearly 11.5 seconds ahead of Jonah plus his 10-second penalty. You've got plenty of time. You don't have to worry about Jonah behind you. And Jamie's got about 12 seconds of penalties. I'm not sure what Tribe's got. Little Horrors has got 3. So realistically, you just have to coast the run, and you're not flashing. You're not flashing. Your yellow light isn't flashing anymore, so of course you're going to use more petrol, or fuel I should say. It's not really petrol, is it? You're going to use more fuel in the wet. It's always the case. If it's wet, you use more fuel because of all the wheel spin, the high fucking, and the high little high throttle. Wheel spinning and all the other shit. We've got a yellow flag out there, that's out there. She's still down there. That Bob got him round. It is, I meant to do that, but now I can't fucking see it. I wanted to see if Atlee had a broken car. No, it looks like he's missed the wall, which is good. I'm surprised he hasn't hit the wall yet by the look of that rear end of that red button. It is literally all over the place. You're 0.04 over, and you've still got 11 laps, including the one you're on. Matey, you're going to be pushing that, boy. You're going to be getting out of your car and pushing it down that fucking straight. Fuck's sake, didn't do what Nigel Mansell did and didn't be coming around the last round this hairpin and wave to the crowd, and then he ran out of petrol. That was a sickener for him, you know what I mean? That was a long time ago now, to be fair. But you didn't, like I say, you didn't have to push, although Jonah is starting to catch you. But like I say, he's still got his 10-second penalty, so you didn't have to worry about him too much yet. Stay penalty free, buddy. You have to finish the races, will you now, to get driver of the day? Not just finish the race with no fucking penalties. You've actually got to finish the fucking race. If you run out of petrol before you get to the line, bud, you're not going to get it. Got to settle for P2, yeah. Basically, it's not a bad fucking place to be, P2, to be honest. Should have put more petrol in tank, buddy. So Nick, Paddleboy and Jonah is your top 3 for new on the road, with Jamie and 4th Tribe, and then Little Horrors. Little Horrors has dropped down behind Tribe. Oh, I think he came out with pits behind Tribe, didn't he? With Bob and Atlee, who we saw have a spin. I'm trying to think where it was. It must have been in the second chicane, I think it was, where he spun. By the look at the yellow flag before, but he didn't hit the wall, which is good. Nick's just, once he's getting out front, he's apart from that 3-second penalty, he's dominated. Oh, wrong one. But you've got to keep your mind on the job. You've got to keep it, on the ball, if you like, because you take your lapse in concentration and you will spin, or you will hit the wall, or didn't hit the wall is the best thing if you spin. But if you spin, you're going to fucking be doomed. Paddleboy will catch you. It takes more than 8 seconds to get your car turned all the way back and run again. Yeehaw. Still 8 drivers in race, only asked the boy. Oot. Mind he did have 3 seconds and then 2 10-second penalties as well. 10 seconds for cutting the corner and then 10 seconds for going into the pit lane too quick. Tell you what, Jonah and Jamie, they're a lot closer than they were as well, aren't they? Jump on board with Jamie C. Peaton, get past Jonah. Although they're on about the same amount of penalties, aren't they, all told? Oh, shit, man. Indeed he is, so if he can get past Jonah, he only needs a 2-second gap between him and Jonah, himself and Jonah, to take this 3rd place, to be fair. It doesn't look like Horace is going to get on the podium now, to be fair, unfortunately. Let's get rid of them penalties for now. Get rid of that. Is Nick past the line yet? Where is he? Lap 28 of 35, it's Nick, Paddleboy and Johnny the top foot. There's Jamie. There he is. You seem to have got the measure of that lash you came to anyway, innit? That's the coin payments on the back of that sound. I'd rather have paper payments, to be fair, rather than the coins. Got a little bit more front end grip on that Williams than Jamie was expecting, I think. That's annoying when that happens as well. You turn in and every other lap you wash the front end. You know, you scrub across the track, and then when you think, right, you've done that for 10 laps, and you think that's the line I need to take, and then suddenly the front end grips and you're in the fucking wall, which can be a pain in the ass. Nick, 9.5 seconds. Where is he? There he is. Where is he? Oh, there. 9.5 seconds in front from Paddleboy now. There's Paddleboy's yellow. It's only doing the straight by the look of it, to be honest. I would think as he's accelerating, it's using more petrol, I guess. It's not flashing like this straight, though, is it? Nah. It's the only time I've seen this petrol light flashing is along that back straight. Now where's Jonah? And Jamie's still right up his Jaxie. We've tried there. Where's he? 5th. He's got little horrors. How far behind? Oh, just over a second behind. 2.5 with Bob still in 7th. Go on, Bob, now. Keep that. If you could keep that. I don't think he's got as many as Atlee in the penalty department, and he's still got a good 5-second lead over Atlee as well. And then there is Atlee. And to be fair, totally amazed that car's still in one fucking piece, the way the rear end's been gone ever since the lights went out. There's your leader, 9.72. Right, 10 seconds almost out front. The only person that can fuck this up now is Nick. This is definitely his race to lose. But once he got out front, and he got his 3-second lead over Paddleboy, but then again, Paddleboy's running out of petrol. There he is. Still only the one retirement. Not a good return to the grid for Arsenal boy tonight. Shit happens. Shit happens. At least nobody took him out. He took himself out of the race, if you like. There's Jonah, and that Williams looked a bit of a strange angle coming off that corner there. There's 1 lap younger than Jamie. He's got about the same, I guess. To be fair, anything can still happen. Nick can still put it in the wall of champions. So could Paddle. So could Jonah, so could Jamie, so could Drive, so could Hot Little Horse, and Bob and Atlee. I must admit, like, I don't think I've ever piled my car into the Wall of Champions. I have kissed the Wall of Champions, like we've seen a couple of drivers do the neat, but I've never actually crashed into it. Because I'm not a fucking champion, that's why. Oh, Nick, what are you doing, lad? Wow. You've still got a 6-7 second lead, even with the 2 track limit penalties. Still only Paddleboy without any power with the rear end of that car. I think his tyres are on the way out. But I wouldn't worry about Paddleboy because he's almost out of juice, to be honest. He's going to be jumping out of his car halfway doing the back straight and pushing the fucker to the end. I say, Jonah's read up. They've caught. Oh, Jonah could actually. Wait. I was going to say he could get second, but he might get second on the road. But as long as Paddleboy stays penalty free, then. And well, actually, to be fair, if he's ruined his tyres, if these 2 get past him, he's going to drop like a fucking stone. P2 would be an absolute fucking result if he could hang on. Paddleboy, that is, obviously. If he can hang on to this route to the end. Ooh, John's rear end. One way. I wanted to see Jamie. I thought Jamie might be getting a bit closer to him, but he didn't. You can tell Paddleboy is screaming for grip now. Pardon me. I think he's had his tyres on longer than anybody, you know. Oh no, Nick's had his on 16 laps. Let's have a look at the penalties. 6 seconds for Nick. He's got this sewn up, like I say, 16, nearly 16 and a half seconds. Back to Jonah. Back to Paddleboy. The penalties up there. 6, 10, 12, 6, 3, 3, 3. How bad are Paddleboy's rear tyres now? I mean, hopefully he can hang on. I mean, it's lap where they're going on to lap 33. Right, Nick started lap 33. Let's hope they don't drop. I mean, I have seen Nick's tyres drop. I mean, like they used to say, what was it used to say? Used to hit the cliff. And I've seen Paddleboy's tyres hit the cliff and fucking drop. So as long as he can just stay there, like I say, don't worry. I mean, there's no point in Jonah trying to get past Paddleboy, really, to be fair, because he's not going to catch Nick, and he's definitely not going to get a 10-second. He's not going to put a 10-second gap on Paddleboy, is he? But his rear tyres seem to be giving up the ghost as well. Oh, they've dropped Jamie. So it's lap 33 or 35. Let's see if I can catch the end of the race. Look at that big lock up by Jonah's front inside front tyre there. Massive lock up. That was still for a long time. Luckily in the wet, they don't really flat spot so much in the wet as they do in the dry, obviously. Is Paddleboy going to be able to hang on? His fuel seems to be hanging on for now anyway, doesn't it? And he got some decent traction with that last chicane as well. Pulled a good second on Jonah. Was it lap 34, 35? Let's hope I can see the fucking end of the race. I can't believe last week's race finished and I didn't even notice. Where's your leader? Isn't your, is that Atlee? Yeah, it's Atlee behind him. He's just lapped Atlee. Another 3-second penalty for Jamie. Great, isn't it? Great. It's just coasting through. That car is not doing hot laps, as you can see. The body language of that car says I'm just taking it easy now to the end of the race. There's no point in me slogging it off and putting it in the wall. As you can, once again, he's only got to do that one more time as he takes the line on his, what was that? Yellow, what was that? Was that right? I'm not sure. What was I saying? Oh, I can't onto his last lap. Fucking hell, Davey, lad. So it's Nick, Paddleboy and Jonah on the road. That is your top three. Paddleboy just manages to hang on ahead of Jonah. Like I said, though, he's not going to have to worry too much if Jonah does get past him, unless Paddleboy puts it in the wall or spins or, I don't know, his tyres actually can bang. Jonah's not going to get a 10-second fucking lead over him in the last lap. Where's Nick, just to make sure I don't miss the end of the fucking race, coming up to the hairpin. Cannot believe it. Fucking, I'm like, whoa, I just got a black screen. I'm like, whoa, what happened to the race? It had finished. Whoa, look at that, that's flashing red now, and it's not just doing the back straight. Is Paddleboy going to have enough petrol to get to the end of the race? Oh, it would be sickening. Fucking sickening now if he didn't. If he runs you on this back straight, he's going to be fucking devastated. If I was him, I would let John again. Just let him go. Because he's not going to, wait, he's not going to get 10 seconds between here. Oh shit, Nick. Nick's past the fucking lane. I missed him. Never mind. Nick wins the race. Jonah on the road is in second. See, Paddleboy is actually fucking listening to me. Fuck me. On the road it's Jonah from Paddleboy, but Paddleboy gets second. Jonah, is he going to stay in third? I think he is. With Jamie fourth, and then we've got Little Horrors in fifth. Navigate that last chicane. I think he's going to stay in fifth as well, to be honest. And then we've got Tribe in sixth. Atlee's already finished, and Bob. Well, I did say that, Paddleboy. I said let him go. Just let him go. Don't try and keep him behind you, not when your fucking petrol light was flashing like a fucking disco fucking light. It was like I was clubbing watching that. I know you listen to me. It's about fucking time one of you bunch of fuckers listen to me. Actually, well, I don't have to worry about it, is it? So my driver of the day is indeed Paddleboy. Only man without a fucking thingy. And then Bob crosses the line. So Nick, the Rainmeister Nicholas is back. Takes the win from Paddleboy. And Jonah in third. Whoops, you bastard. I think Nick's got the fastest lap as well, actually, to be fair. I'll have to have a look. There is your podium. 2 Saudis on podium. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's have a look. What's the fastest lap? Let's have a look. Fuck off, will you? Where am I? 1:21.01. 21.003 from Nick. Nick is your winner. From Paddleboy and Jonah. That's your top 3. With Jamie in 4th, and then we've got Little Horace 5th. 6th Tribe. 7th Bob. And Atlee is 8th. And Arsenal Boy, well, he didn't finish. He didn't finish, unfortunately. First race back and he fucked it up. Let's hope he has better luck next week in Miami. As I said, so that is it. Yes, that was your Grand Prix of what the fuck is going on. I hit the wrong button. I shouldn't be touching that button, to be fair. The Canadian Grand Prix for another season. Done, dusted, finished. Too many track limits for my liking. That will be in the fucking race report that I write later. They're all going to get bollocked for it. For fuck's sake. Well done to Nick. Nice one, Nicky boy. I think that's your third win of the season, buddy. That may help you because you dropped into fourth in the standings, didn't you? I think that'll help you out a bit. So next week, like I say, we're in... Did I say Miami? I did say Miami. At the Hard Rock Stadium in Car Park with its fucking fake fucking marina, which I don't understand. I could paint the back of my backyard blue and say I've got a fucking pond out there. What a fucking stupid thing to do. But anywho, next week, Miami. I'll be here. Hopefully Aldi's and a couple more. Hopefully James will be back next week. Hopefully Tonsil Tickler will be back next week. And who else was it? Luca will be back. He says he'll be back next week. Forrest should be back next week. So we should have a decent haul of people on the grid next week. So please come along and join us for more madness. That is the UIRL. So until then, ye nav. I knew what I'm going to say, and if you didn't, then you haven't been watching closely. I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Until next week, good night for now.